In the previous video, we talked about the customer job to be done theory and how you can use it to make a compelling offer and position your SaaS correctly in the market. So if you haven't checked that out, I would highly recommend that you go do that first. In this video, we'll be specifically covering how you can find out your customer job to be done and implement it for your SaaS product using customer insights and audience research. Hey everyone, if you're new here, then I'm Rig, and in this channel we discuss tips, tricks and strategies that help SaaS startups go from 0 to 1 million ARR in 12 months or less. So to recap, in the earlier video we saw how customers hire this and not this. And to nail your positioning, you have to know what end outcome customers are looking for and how to talk about that thing. And in today's video, we'll discuss the first one. So the first step in the process is to uncover when did customers first realize that they needed a product like yours. You can also dive deeper into the topic with questions like, how long have you been doing things that way? Or when did you realize that maybe the previous solution was no longer working for you? What did you like in the previous solution? What did you not like about the previous solution? We want to explore questions like these and record this data inside of our research repository, which we can create very easily inside of Google Sheets or Airtable. For our example here, we've taken a video editing solution that allows you or anyone create videos in seconds using pre-made templates. So we'll parse the data of our customers' struggles and start looking for themes. I spent too much time on the video creation process when I was using Adobe. So for this customer, clearly the previous solution was too time consuming. I didn't know what to do about our content, but it had started feeling dull and repetitive. For this customer, it seems that their existing forms of content had become too dull or boring. So we'll categorize that under a different theme. For this customer, again, the previous solution seems too complex for their requirements and even time consuming. This customer here wants to create video content from scratch for their social media. So we are going to categorize that under a different theme. Now we want to parse our data and only look for the top 3 or 4 struggle themes. So for our solution, the 3 top struggles seems to be 1, that the customer's existing forms of content had become too dull or boring. The second struggle is customers who were not using anything before and they wanted to create content for social media, video content for social media. And the third use case seems that the previous video editing platform had become too complex and time consuming for their purposes. Now from here on, we only want to examine data for our customers' top struggle themes. And the second most important thing to look for is motivations and objections. So what are the most important attributes that people are looking for when they seek out a solution like ours? What are the requirements and deal breakers in our top 2 to 3 struggles? So I need an online video maker tool that can help me create engaging videos from my existing content in minutes. So it seems like fresh content is the most important thing for this customer. The editor must be simple to use and help create ad videos quickly. So for this customer, maybe simplicity is the most important thing. The editor must not be too expensive and it must have plenty of customizable templates. So we might not want to play on price because that's a race to the bottom. So I'll just categorize this under fresh content themes. Will it be simple enough for me to use? For this customer, again, it seems that simplicity is the most important thing. We want to categorize each of these things under different themes and look for the top 1 or 2 motivations in each of the different struggles. So in our example, people in the third category, that is for whom existing forms of content had gone too dull or boring, having options, that is having a feature-rich solution, is the most important thing. For the second category of people who were creating video content for the first time or maybe for the first time on social media, for obvious reasons, simplicity is the most important thing. And in the third category, it's interesting to see that this category of people again wanted a feature-rich solution because probably they were switching away from Adobe or a complex software like that, and they wanted the solution to be fast and less time consuming. And the last thing that we want to look for is desired outcomes. So how do customers think their life will be better when they've made the switch to the new solution or our solution in particular? Let's parse this for all the top 3 struggles that we have. So the videos should engage the viewers and show us a significant boost in traffic. So for this customer, it seems that engaging viewers is the most important thing. Now I want to create professional looking videos for my e-commerce store and attract my audience. So traction is the most important thing for this customer. Since investing in this product, I create more videos quickly and have added video creation as a new service. So for this customer, it seems that continuing to create content was the problem. Now, from audience research and customer insight, we know the top 2 to 3 struggles that our customers have, the requirements that customers are looking for in each of those struggles, and what are the desired outcomes. That is, how do customers think their life will be better when they make the switch to the new solution. Now, we'll use all the 3 components to come up with our job to be done statements. We'll use connectors of when, help me, and so I can. Now, I've taken this framework from Claire and Gia from Forget the Funnel. I'll add a link to them in the comments below if you want to read further on this. But for now, let's plug these things for each of our struggles and see what our statements are. Now, all our statements will follow this format. When blank, so you'll plug in your struggle here, help me with blank, which is the requirement in the new solution, so that I can blank, which is the desired outcome. So for the first struggle, where the customer's existing forms of content had gone to dull or boring, the statement will be, when my other forms of content have gone dull, help me with a tool that can create fresh content so that I can engage my audience. I have slightly rephrased the requirement in this section because feature rich in the 2 categories meant different things. In the second category, where people wanted to start creating video content for social media, the statement will be, when I want to start creating social media content, help me with a simple video creation tool so that I can reach my target audience. In the final struggle, where the previous video editing platform had gone too complex, the statement will be, when my existing video editing software has gotten too complex for my needs, help me with a less time consuming and feature rich solution so that I can continue creating content. Notice how the motivations and desired outcomes for one struggle are completely different from that of the other. And understanding the motivations and objections along with the desired outcomes for different struggles has helped us understand the different segments that our product can target. And now we can pick one segment to prioritize our messaging for and position our product accordingly. In our example, we decided to go with the first job to be done because the learning curve for our customers was relatively smaller, which made it easier for them to see value in the product. Plus, customers already had an established brand or business and knew the challenges of constantly coming up with new ideas, giving us a lot of upsell potential in the future. If you want to understand how I pick my job to be dones and decide which market to go after, you can go watch my next video here. As always, this is Mrig, and I'll see you in the next video.